Did you know that in just 2 weeks without the right vitamins, your legs can lose up to 10% of their strength? 10% may sound like a small number, but when it comes to your ability to walk, climb stairs, or even stand without holding onto something, it is the difference between confidence and fear. For many people, once that strength is lost, it never fully comes back. That is not a warning meant to frighten you. It is a reminder that your body is always speaking to you, and if you listen carefully, you can act before it is too late. At Golden Age Health, we have seen this happen to thousands of people across the world. They go about their daily lives, eating what they believe are normal meals, moving as much as they can, trying to stay active. Then, little by little, they notice changes. Rising from a chair takes longer. The stairs in their home seem taller than before. Their legs feel like they belong to someone else, trembling without control. And slowly, they begin to believe the story we have all been told. This is just old age, nothing can be done. But that story is not true. Every year, more than 3 million older adults in the United States alone fall because their legs suddenly lose strength. Many of them believed they were still strong enough until the very moment they realized they were not. Some lose their independence after a single fall. Some never walk with confidence again. But here is the truth. Weakness is not just about age. It is not simply a sign of getting older. It is a signal, a call for help from your body, telling you that something essential is missing. That is why we created Golden Age Health. This channel is not here to scare you, but to guide you. We believe strength is not measured only by age, but by how well you nourish the muscles and nerves that carry you through every step of life. And we believe knowledge should never be locked away. It should be shared freely, so no one feels helpless when their body begins to change. Before we continue, I want to invite you to join our community. Click the subscribe button now and leave a comment with the words "I am ready." That simple act tells us that you are walking this journey with us, and it helps you remember that you are not alone. Thousands of people just like you are facing the same struggles, the same fears, and the same doubts. Together, we can face them, and together we can rise above them. In today's video, we will uncover the 3 key vitamins most often missing in older adults. You will learn the hidden signs of deficiency that almost everyone mistakes for just aging. You will discover the simple changes that can restore strength in your legs faster than you might believe. Along the way, we will share stories of men and women in their 70s and 80s who once thought there was no hope, but who found their strength again. This is not about complicated treatments or expensive supplements. This is about using simple foods, small daily habits, and an understanding of how your body truly works. If you have ever woken in the night with a cramp so painful it forced you out of bed, if you have ever gripped a railing in fear that your legs might give out, or if you have quietly wondered how much longer you can live on your own, then this message is for you. Stay with us until the very end, because what you learn today could change the next chapter of your life. Remember, you are not powerless. Your body still holds the power to heal. All it needs is for you to take the first step. Let me tell you about Margaret. She is 78 years old, and for most of her life she carried herself with quiet dignity. She raised a family, cared for her home, and was the kind of person who never asked for help if she could do something herself. But when she first came to us at Golden Age Health, she was holding tightly onto her daughter's arm, afraid her legs would fail her at any moment. I still remember the look in her eyes. She was exhausted, but not just from walking. It was the exhaustion that comes from shame. She whispered, almost as if she had done something wrong, "I don't understand. I still eat normally. I try to walk every day, but I keep getting weaker." Her daughter's face showed the same fear I have seen in so many families, the fear that independence might already be gone. Margaret believed what millions of people believe, that weakness in the legs is just part of getting old, something you simply have to accept. But that belief is not the truth. At Golden Age Health, we know weakness is not a punishment of age. It is a signal from your body. And that signal often has a simple cause: missing nutrients that your muscles and nerves can no longer live without. When we spoke with Margaret, we asked her about her meals. Like many older adults, she lived on convenience. A slice of bread, a bit of cheese, tea for breakfast. Sometimes she skipped her first meal entirely because she wasn't hungry. Vegetables were rare. Milk was almost never on the table. She thought this was normal, but in reality her body had been starving for the very vitamins that protect her muscles. Nearly half of older adults miss at least one of the three most important vitamins for leg strength. The longer the body goes without them, the harder it is to recover. Margaret lowered her head when we told her this, and in a quiet voice she asked, "So what can I do now?" We looked at her and smiled. "You don't need to rush, just one step at a time, a little change every day." And here is the part that still makes me smile when I think about it. A few weeks later, Margaret returned for her checkup. This time she walked into the room on her own, no one holding her, no trembling legs. Her eyes shone with the kind of joy that only comes when you realize your body is not broken. It just needed the right care. She said, "I never thought that making a few small changes could make me feel like myself again." Margaret's story is not rare. It is the story of millions of people who quietly lose strength, not because of age, but because no one ever told them what their body was really asking for. And maybe, right now, you or someone you love is living Margaret's story, hesitant on the stairs, afraid of falling, believing there is nothing left to be done. But the truth is, there is something you can do. You still have power. In the next part, we will share the three essential vitamins, the ones that Margaret was missing, the ones that most people over 60 are missing, and the ones that can bring strength back to your legs. But before we move on, I want you to pause and think about this. How many times have you told yourself, "This is just old age, nothing can change"? And how many times have you believed that whisper even though your heart longed for something different? Do not accept weakness as your fate. Do not tell yourself there is no hope. Because as Margaret discovered, even the smallest step, a change in breakfast, a few minutes in the morning sun, a handful of seeds, can be the beginning of freedom. Before we reveal the three vital nutrients, I want you to stop and listen carefully. Because your body does not simply grow weak without reason. It whispers to you through signs. If you can recognize them early, you can stop weakness before it takes away your independence. Let's go through these signs together. Ask yourself as you listen, do any of these feel familiar to you or to someone you love? Sign number 1, weak muscles and unsteady legs. Do you notice that when you stand up from a chair, your legs feel heavy, as if they belong to someone else? Do you sometimes walk across the room only to feel your calves trembling? Have you had to grab onto the wall or a chair just to keep from losing your balance? Many of our patients have said, "I just want to stand up and get a glass of water, but it feels like my legs won't obey me." This is not just age. It is often a lack of vitamin B12 and vitamin D. These nutrients keep your nerves and muscles working together, and when they run low, your legs begin to forget how to hold you. Sign number 2, tingling or numbness. Do you ever feel like ants are crawling on the bottoms of your feet? Do your toes go numb after sitting for a while? Or perhaps you felt a burning sensation in your legs at night, but when you touch them, they aren't warm at all. This is a classic sign of missing B vitamins, especially B12. Without enough B12, the protective cover around your nerves, called myelin, thins out. When that cover weakens, your nerves send confused signals. That's why your feet may feel numb even when they are fine to the touch. Sign number 3, nighttime cramps. Have you ever been pulled out of deep sleep by a sudden cramp so sharp it forced you to jump out of bed? The pain grips your calf, lasts for minutes, and leaves your muscles sore even the next morning. If this happens more than once, it's not just bad luck. It's your body signaling that magnesium and vitamin D are running low. Magnesium helps muscles relax and contract smoothly. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, the mineral your muscles rely on to work properly. Without them, cramps become more frequent, more painful, and more damaging. Sign number 4, tiredness and loss of energy. Have you noticed that even after a full night's sleep, you feel drained just from walking across the room? Did you once enjoy gardening or going to the market, but now even the smallest task feels like a heavy burden? A lack of vitamin D is often the hidden reason. Without it, your energy fades, your joints ache, and your whole body feels older than it truly is. Now take a moment and reflect. How many of these signs do you recognize? 1, 2, perhaps even 3. If more than one feels true, then your body is quietly calling for help. And here's the truth, there is no shame in it. Many people never knew that weak legs, tingling, cramps, or exhaustion were connected to simple nutritional gaps. At Golden Age Health, we want you to see these signs for what they are, not a sentence of aging, but a reminder to take action. Your legs are not betraying you. They are asking for support. And the sooner you give that support, the faster your strength returns. In the next part, we will explore the 3 commanders of muscle and nerve health: B12, vitamin D, and magnesium. These are the nutrients your body cannot live without, and the ones most older adults are unknowingly missing. Understanding them is the first step to regaining steady, confident legs. Your body is like an army, and every step you take is part of its daily battle to keep you balanced and strong. But just like any army, your legs need commanders to lead the fight. At Golden Age Health, we call them the vital trio of vitamins. They are vitamin B12, vitamin D, and magnesium. Without them, your muscles weaken, your nerves grow confused, and your bones lose the strength to hold you steady. With them, your body regains confidence and power you thought was gone forever. Let's begin with vitamin B12. Think of B12 as the protective jacket around the wires that carry messages from your brain to your muscles. When you are young, that jacket is thick and smooth and signals travel fast. But as you age, and especially if you lack B12, that jacket thins out. Messages slow down, your legs hesitate, and suddenly standing up with confidence becomes difficult. Many people blame age, but the truth is their nerves are starving for B12. Next is vitamin D. This is the key that unlocks the strength in your bones and muscles. When you were a child, the sun gave you all the vitamin D you needed. But as the years pass, your skin produces less, and your time outdoors often shrinks. Without vitamin D, bones become fragile, and muscles lose their power. Many older adults think their weakness is inevitable, but once their vitamin D levels are restored, they often walk more steadily, stand taller, and recover energy they thought was lost forever. And finally, magnesium. This mineral is quiet but essential. Magnesium keeps your muscles contracting and relaxing in smooth rhythm, like an orchestra following a conductor. Without it, cramps seize you in the night, your heartbeat can turn uneven, and exhaustion lingers without explanation. Many of our patients have said, "Doctor, I don't know why I feel so tired. I eat normally." But once they add magnesium-rich foods, the pain fades, the cramps calm, and sleep becomes peaceful again. Why are so many people missing all 3? After 60, the stomach makes less acid. Nutrients aren't absorbed as well. And common medicines like those for diabetes or heartburn quietly drain away vitamins and minerals every single day. The result is a dangerous cycle. Nerves grow weak, muscles lose power, bones turn fragile, and movement becomes harder with each step. But here is the good news. Your body has not forgotten how to heal. If you start nourishing it with this vital trio, the signals grow stronger, your muscles rebuild, and your confidence returns. These vitamins are not expensive or exotic. They are right in your kitchen, waiting to be used. In the next part, we will share the simplest ways to bring them back into your meals so you can begin restoring your strength today. Right now, you may be thinking, "This sounds too complicated. I don't know where to begin." But the truth is, restoring your strength does not require expensive pills or complicated diets. At Golden Age Health, we teach simple, practical steps that anyone can follow. Small choices each day build into powerful changes. Step 1. Vitamin B12. B12 is the coating that protects your nerves. Without it, your muscles lose their connection to your brain. The challenge is that after 60, your stomach produces less acid, and even if you eat normal meals, your body may not absorb enough. The solution is simple. Add foods that are naturally rich in B12, a boiled egg at breakfast, a small piece of chicken or fish at lunch. Even plain yogurt is a valuable source. You don't need large amounts, just steady daily servings that keep your nerves protected. Step 2. Vitamin D. Think of vitamin D as the sunlight inside your body. Without it, muscles weaken and bones become fragile. But you can refill your supply in 2 easy ways. First, spend 10 to 15 minutes in gentle morning sunlight. Not harsh midday sun, but soft rays before 9 o'clock. Second, add foods like salmon, sardines, or fortified milk to your meals twice a week. If you do not eat fish, plant-based milks enriched with vitamin D are a good option. These small habits can rebuild the foundation of strength in your body. Step 3. Magnesium. This mineral is the quiet helper that keeps your muscles smooth and steady. Without it, cramps strike in the night, leaving you sore and restless. But magnesium is easy to add. A handful of pumpkin seeds or almonds in the afternoon. A portion of leafy greens like spinach at dinner. Even half a banana before bed can calm your muscles and prevent painful spasms. These are not luxuries. They are everyday foods that restore peace to your body. And here is an important detail. Timing matters. Proteins rich in B12 are best earlier in the day, for breakfast or lunch, when your body is most ready to absorb and use them. Leafy greens and magnesium-rich seeds are best in the evening, when cramps are most likely to appear. And avoid cooking methods that destroy nutrients. Boil or steam eggs instead of frying them on high heat. Gentle preparation preserves the vitamins your body needs. We have seen patients make these tiny changes and notice remarkable results in just a few weeks. Their legs grew stronger. Their balance improved. Their confidence returned. You don't need to overhaul your life. You only need to take the first step today. In the next part, we will share stories of people who followed these steps and transformed their lives. Real people who once thought there was no hope left, until they discovered how powerful these small changes could be. Over the years, we have met countless people who believed their independence was gone forever. They thought weak legs, cramps, and fear of falling were simply the price of aging. But when they took small, steady steps to nourish their bodies, something remarkable happened. Their strength returned, their hope returned, and their lives changed. Let us begin with Edward. He is 82 years old, a retired mechanic who spent his life working with his hands. When he first came to us, he could not walk more than a few minutes without sitting down. Nighttime cramps forced him to curl up on the edge of his bed, sweat dripping from his face. He told us with tears in his eyes, "I thought I would end up in a wheelchair. I didn't want to burden my children." But Edward agreed to try a simple plan: 10 minutes of morning sun, a piece of salmon or a boiled egg at lunch, half a banana before bed. At first he felt no change, but by the 3rd week he noticed something new. The cramps were gone. He could walk to his garden without stopping. 2 months later, he walked into our office alone, pulled out a chair, and sat down with a smile. His legs were strong again, not because of luck, but because his body finally received what it needed. Then there is Linda. She is 75 and had been too afraid to step into her own garden. Every time she tried, her legs shook so badly she thought she would fall. She told us, "I miss watering my flowers. I miss the mornings when I felt free." She began with the recovery breakfast, 2 boiled eggs, a handful of pumpkin seeds, and a short walk. After just 1 week, she sent a letter. "This morning I stepped outside without holding the railing. I cried, not from fear but from joy." And James, 67, a retired railroad worker. His legs had grown heavy like they were filled with lead. He believed his best years were behind him. But when his son introduced him to whey protein and magnesium-rich greens, everything changed. Within 3 weeks, James was walking laps around his neighborhood, something he hadn't done in years. He said, "I didn't get my youth back, but I got back my confidence." These stories are not miracles. They are proof of what happens when you stop believing weakness is permanent and start giving your body the support it needs. The same strength lives inside you. Whether you are 70, 80, or even 90, your legs have not given up. They are waiting for you to send the signal. I still want to move. In the next part, we will show you how to turn these lessons into clear, practical principles. 5 golden rules to protect your strength and keep your independence. At Golden Age Health, we have seen the same truth repeated again and again. People who follow a few simple rules regain strength, balance, and confidence faster than they ever thought possible. These are not complicated programs or expensive treatments. They are what we call the 5 golden principles, small steps that protect your legs, your energy, and your independence. Principle 1. Never skip breakfast and never eat in a rush. Your body wakes up hungry for fuel. If you skip the first meal, your muscles run out of energy and grow weaker over time. A breakfast with protein, like a boiled egg, a cup of plain yogurt, or a small piece of chicken, feeds your nerves with vitamin B12 and powers you for the day ahead. Eat slowly, breathe, and let your body absorb what it needs. Principle 2. Spend at least 10 minutes in morning sunlight. Before 9 o'clock, step outside and let soft rays touch your skin. You don't need long hours or harsh sun. Just 10 minutes helps your body make vitamin D, the key to strong bones and muscles. Sunlight is nature's quiet medicine, free and always available if you take the time. Principle 3. Eat 1 serving of fish or eggs each day. You don't need large amounts. A piece of salmon, a few sardines, or a boiled egg is enough to steady your vitamin D and B12 stores. These are the nutrients that keep your nerves and muscles working as one. Principle 4. Get magnesium from seeds and leafy greens. A handful of pumpkin seeds or almonds in the afternoon, a serving of spinach or Swiss chard with dinner. These calm your muscles and prevent cramps. Many people who follow this step tell us their nights become peaceful again, free of sudden pain. Principle 5. Do not wait until you feel completely weak. The body heals faster when you act early. Do not wait until the stairs feel impossible or until you are too afraid to stand alone. Each small action you take today protects tomorrow. The longer you wait, the harder recovery becomes. These principles are simple but powerful. Together, they form a shield for your legs and a path back to independence. And you don't need to remember them all at once. Just start with 1. A boiled egg at breakfast. A short step into the sun. A handful of seeds. Step by step, strength returns. In the next part, we will show you how to bring these principles into your mornings with 1 routine that thousands have already used to restore their strength. If you feel overwhelmed by all these changes, don't worry. At Golden Age Health, we believe the best way to rebuild your strength is to keep it simple. That is why we created what we call the morning recovery routine, a sequence of small steps that work together to wake up your muscles, nourish your nerves, and give you steady energy all day. Here is how it works. Step 1. Prepare the night before. Set aside 2 eggs, a scoop of whey protein, and a small bottle or glass ready for mixing. If you have beetroot juice, place it in the fridge. When everything is ready, you will face no resistance in the morning and your routine will feel natural. Step 2. Start with water and beetroot juice. When you wake up, drink a glass of water to rehydrate your body. Then have 1 glass of beetroot juice, about 250 to 300 milliliters. Beetroot is rich in natural nitrate, which your body turns into nitric oxide. This opens your blood vessels and improves blood flow to your muscles. Many people notice lighter, quicker steps within hours of drinking it. Step 3. Eat your recovery breakfast. Boil or poach 2 eggs, including the yolks. These provide over 300 milligrams of choline, the raw material your body uses to strengthen nerve signals. Alongside your eggs, prepare a whey protein shake, 1 scoop mixed with water or unsweetened milk. Whey is rich in leucine, the amino acid that flips the switch for muscle repair. Together, choline and leucine create a powerful combination. One rebuilds your muscles, the other restores communication between your brain and body. Step 4. Add leafy greens. If you enjoy cooking, add spinach or Swiss chard to your eggs. These greens supply magnesium and natural nitrate, preventing cramps and supporting smooth muscle function. Step 5. Gentle movement. After eating, take 10 to 15 minutes to move. Walk around your home, water the plants, or simply practice standing up and sitting down from a chair several times. These movements help your body use the nutrients you just provided and retrain your muscles to respond to nerve signals. This routine may sound simple, but it works. Many older adults who try it report feeling lighter, steadier, and more confident within 5 to 7 days. The key is not perfection, it is consistency. Even if you only start with eggs and a short walk, you will already be sending your body the signal that change has begun. In the next part, we will share more stories of people who use this very routine to rediscover their freedom and independence. Thousands of older adults have tried the morning recovery routine, and their stories remind us of the body's incredible ability to heal, no matter the age. These are not stories of luck or miracles. They are the result of steady habits that give the body what it has been missing for years. Take Margaret from Oregon, age 73. For 5 years, she was too afraid to step into her garden alone. Every time she stood up, her legs shook so badly she clutched the doorway, heart pounding in fear of falling. She once wrote in an email, "I miss the mornings when I could water my flowers. Now even stepping outside feels impossible." When Margaret began the recovery routine, 2 eggs, whey protein, beetroot juice, and a short walk, she was doubtful. "At worst, I'm only eating more eggs," she told herself. But 1 week later, she sent us a letter. "This morning, I stepped off the porch without holding the railing. I cried because I was free again." Then there is James from Illinois, 67. After retiring from the railroad, he moved less and less. His muscles shrank. His legs felt heavy as if weighed down by lead. He thought his independence was gone. But when his son introduced him to whey protein shakes and magnesium-rich greens, James made a choice. 3 weeks later, he walked 2 full laps around his neighborhood without stopping. He told us, "I didn't get my youth back, but I got back my confidence. I feel like I'm in charge of my body again." And finally, Helen from California, age 75. Depression had taken hold because she was terrified of falling. She stopped grocery shopping. She stopped meeting her friends in the park. But by adding beetroot juice in the morning and leafy greens to her dinner, she began to feel her legs respond again. "I know it's not magic," she said with a smile. "My body was just waiting for the right signal." Today, Helen shops for her own food and enjoys walking with her friends again. These transformations prove one thing: weakness is not a life sentence. Your legs have not given up on you. They are waiting for you to choose one small step. Eggs, sunlight, seeds, greens, these are not unreachable cures. They are everyday choices that awaken strength hidden inside you. In the next part, we will close with a message of hope and an invitation to take action today, so that tomorrow your steps can be stronger and steadier. Growing older does not mean losing your freedom. It does not mean giving up the activities you love or living each day in fear of falling. Growing older can be a season of strength, dignity, and renewed confidence, if you give your body the support it has been asking for all along. Your legs are not failing you. They are waiting for you to act. With the vital trio of vitamins, the morning recovery routine, and the 5 golden principles, you can rebuild strength, restore balance, and protect your independence. These are not theories. They are proven, simple steps that have changed the lives of thousands, and they can change yours too. At Golden Age Health, we believe no one should walk this journey alone. That is why we share these stories, routines, and insights to remind you that your body has not forgotten how to heal, but now it is your turn. You must take the first step. Subscribe to the Golden Age Health channel so you will not miss the next tip or inspiring story. Leave a comment below with the words "I am ready" so we know you are part of this journey. Share this video with a friend, a sibling, or a parent who needs hope. because sometimes one small piece of information is enough to change an entire life. Remember this truth: strength is not measured by age. It is measured by your determination to take one small action each day. Tomorrow morning, begin with a nourishing breakfast, a moment of sunlight, and a quiet belief that your body still has the power to heal. Thank you for spending this time with Golden Age Health. May your days be filled with peace, and may your steps grow steadier and stronger with every sunrise.